Alright, whoever is ready to lead it in, by all means, go ahead.
Alright,
One of y'all. I don't know all them kids.
What's going on, everybody?
Yo, shoot with the game.
Coming at you with the new Fighting Order podcast of March 1st, 2014. And as always, I'm joined by my man Lupe Fiasco, Nelson Rios, and we have long-time NFO member back from the old school days when we were the New Mujin Order. On your knees, B. What's going on, everybody?
Yo, bitches.
What's up?
Yo, we got a bunch of topics for you, but first, right out the gate, we're gonna talk about a big shakeup at Microsoft. Microsoft has a new head of the Xbox division, and depending on who you are, this may be some good or bad news. The new head of the Xbox division, as well as the hardware division overall, is the former chief of Nokia, the former CEO of Nokia, Stefan Elop. And you may remember the name because this was one of the people who was in the running to become the CEO of Microsoft overall. And he famously said that one of his business strategies would be to dump the entire hardware division, which would be the Xbox, Microsoft Surface, Connect, and everything else that they produced as hardware based, and go strictly business enterprise software like they were in the 80s and up to the mid 90s. So guys, what do you think this means for the hardware division overall with Microsoft? I'm gonna let On Your Knees B go first because he hasn't been here in a minute. So On Your Knees, man, let us hear it.
All right, thanks for the zero prep time, by the way. But the way realistically, just based on this guy's past public statements, my best guess is expect to see a lot of changes. Expect to be, I don't want to say nickel or dimed, but expect to see a lot of stuff that's going to generate income for Microsoft. Because if I'm correct in my remembering, Xbox has always been a loser for Microsoft. As far as I'm aware, they never turned a profit. I could be mistaken, but I know in the original days they never turned a profit. So expect them to do everything they can to squeeze money out of people and to make more money for Microsoft. In terms of what that'll be, I don't know. The guy wanted to axe the whole part of wanted to axe Xbox just because it wasn't making money. So expect to see drastic changes. I don't know what those would be, but expect to see those very soon, depending on if he already took over or if that's going to be something soon. Because this guy wanted to be CEO of Microsoft, he didn't want to be part of a division head. So you can't tell if he's going to be happy, but expect to see big changes.
Well, to correct something, like the Xbox division as a whole has made a profit. The hardware itself, like the Xbox 360 hardware barely turned a profit. Like it started to within like after year 5 or 6, if I remember correctly. Didn't turn a lot of profit. No, Xbox 360.
Okay.
The hardware from the 360 made a minimal profit, but the overall Xbox division, which is Xbox Live, the games, and all the services, turned a huge profit for Microsoft. So,
Okay.
Newt, man, what do you think about this shake-up at Microsoft?
How dare you threaten my Xbox? Now, I don't know, man. You know, with the way the industry is going, studios closing, people getting laid off, gaming is risky. I mean, we're looking at a sinking ship in Nintendo. You got Steam with the Steam box. You got Valve with a rumored gaming. You got Sony wanting to put the PlayStation Network into their TVs. I don't know, man. Gaming is all over the place. But in general, I wouldn't want to see the Xbox go anywhere, but I don't know. And then again, sometimes change is good.
I agree with you. I'm kind of skeptical about this guy taking over, especially this guy who said flat out that he would get rid of the hardware division. But and I agree with On Your Knees because this is the guy who was the head of Nokia, and while they do make some good phones, he has the mindset of we have to turn a profit on the hardware. So I do see them kind of doing what On Your Knees said, kind of nickel and diming, scheming and Machiavellian it, trying to get every dime they can out of the Xbox One hardware. So, Nelson, man, what do you think about this? What do you think this could mean for the future of the hardware division at Microsoft?
Well, if they decide to go to their route of, disclosing Xbox division as a whole, that's like a big mistake, because that division alone is sinking in money for the company. I don't know why is this guy being such a stubborn asshole that he only wants to stay as a computer corporation. Oh, let's just make Microsoft Office, Windows, and stuff. Nothing else. No Surface, no Bing, no Xbox division. Yet those three divisions are giving you guys fucking money to keep going even further. I don't see what the big deal is. It's probably either his opinion of just being an asshole. I don't like video games. No one else should play it. That might be his thing. I don't know. But from what I hear, if this does go down, I hear another company might take over the Xbox division, and that may cause a lot of downfall for gaming in general with like Microsoft's like brand. And then that would give the uplifting possibility of Sony and possibility of Nintendo to come back. So I just hope nothing bad happens if this actual thing does go through.
Well, I'm kind of on the fence, man. I just, depending on what this guy's mindset is, like, does he see this as a slight because he was passed over for CEO of the company? And it's not like this guy is struggling, that he needs to work. So could he be like, okay, they passed me over, and then they put me in charge of the division that I said I would cut. So I might not try my best to make sure that we can maximize this, and I might just let it go down the drain. That might be kind of cynical, but you do have some corporate types out there that think like that when they get passed over for things. So we're going to move on to another topic, Sony related. One of their major studios, Santa Monica Studios, famous for God of War, they recently laid off a decent sized chunk of their staff, and they canceled the new IP that they were bringing out, that they said that they were going to bring out possibly this year or early 2015. So that's been axed. So guys, what do you think about Santa Monica laying people off, especially in light that Sony Computer Entertainment is pretty much the only real money maker for the entire Sony corporation overall? Like, Sony as a corporation, they're not doing too well. Like, they're selling off assets left and right. Like, next on the chopping block might be their entire electronics division. Like, they just sold off the Vio branding, and their TVs might be next. So guys, on your knees, man. We're running a special on you today. What's going on?
Fortunately, I took a few seconds to look something up. Apparently, Sony was planning to move to Santa Monica office too, so this might be part of that. They're moving to LA, according to this. This is just from January. The story I'm reading here. So the studio has 240 employees, and they want to move to a bigger building in Los Angeles. So this move is probably part of that, and I suspect the IP that was canceled was either underperforming or way behind production schedule. They didn't want another Duke Nukem or a alien colonial marines on their hands. Or they don't. Well, I mean, it's not theirs, but you get the idea. They don't want something, a mess like that on their hands. So who knows? Maybe it was utter shit. But there's no telling what it is because we don't even know what the IP is. But I suspect it's probably part of the move that they're just laying people off, and the IP was either behind schedule or just garbage.
Yeah, because like they didn't really show anything regarding the IP at E3 last year. They just said, we have a new game from Santa Monica Studios coming. Be on the lookout for that, and everybody got kind of hyped about it because Santa Monica Studios is known for God of War. So, Newt, man, what do you think about Santa Monica laying these people off, and now we know new building in the works as well as the canceled IP? What are your thoughts on this?
It's the video game apocalypse. No, I don't know, man. There's been a lot of moving and shaking, and I think with the launch of these new consoles in general, both companies are looking at longevity because the last round of consoles lasted a very long time. So I'm thinking now they have to look at long term, like, all right, these companies and these developers, we need people who are going to produce, for the long haul. We're talking probably 10 years or more. And it's like when you start making shifts and moves like that, it's sometimes it's to rejuvenate and revitalize. It's like sometimes when you get stuck in that same rut over and over again, you get comfortable and you don't produce as well. Well, when you see stuff getting shaken up and people laying off, you kind of get on your job a little bit more because it's like, oh shoot, that could be us next. We need to get back on it. So it could be a multitude of reasons, man, but who knows?
All right, I understand that because Santa Monica Studios is only pretty much known for making God of War, and like you can only do God of War for so long before people get tired of that shit. But Nelson, man, what do you think about this shakeup?
I feel bad for the people that got laid off like unexpectedly, especially when they was working like digitally at their new IP. And whether if it was God of War, whether if it was a brand new fighting game or whatever it could be, they mentioned sci-fi based, so we don't know. But then I also heard that the people who did get laid off might get picked up by a different company. I don't know who it is, that's why I don't want to say. But yeah, I heard that it was either two companies that was trying to pick them up to bring them along to use their experience to help them gradually, help out with their IPs and their titles and so forth with the company. But I just feel bad because we're in a messed up economy. People getting randomly like kicked off their own job like that, they don't expect this to happen at all to anybody. But I wish them the best, and hopefully Santa Monica Studios actually gets better and improves, and hopefully doesn't sink to the ground like most companies did already.
Alright, real talk though. Moving on to some positive Sony news. Recently released sales figures from Sony. They've recently claimed and reported that they've sold over 5 million PS4s worldwide, and Microsoft not too far behind with 4.3 million worldwide. And this is amazing. Like both of those consoles, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, have just about caught the Wii U in less than 5 months release on the market. So guys, man, what do you think about this? Microsoft blowing up like crazy, Sony blowing up like crazy, 300,000 plus for the Japanese launch of PlayStation 4. Man, these two companies, they're killing it, aren't they? So on your knees, man, what do you think about that?
You love abusing me today, don't you? Put me first
man.
all the time. Well, in
like
regards
a dodgeball and gym, baby.
Well, you'd be surprised how agile I was in dodgeball.
Oh shit!
And maybe they just ignored it was the fat one. Who knows? But yeah, it's I can't account for why the sales are so high. But it has been 7 years since the previous gen was launched. 7 or 8 years. It's kind of it was a
Xbox
long.
360 is in year 9, so they're
8 years. Yeah.
8 years, and Sony PlayStation 3 is in year 8, so 7 years, man.
Yeah, so people were hungering for something new. But in terms of Wii U, it just doesn't have software, and the last gen proved that. The Wii, even though it was a weak system, it still killed because it had at least software people wanted. But in terms of the current gen, people want these new shiny features. I don't see the allure in it, but that's just me. I'm going the PC now, but it's people are hungering for new hardware, and it finally came. And I guess people aren't shirking at $400 or $500 because Xbox is selling good too. They're only 1 million units behind, and they're still less than a year into the console. So they'll probably, even though they say they're not going to get rid of the Kinect, I'm sure at some point they will, and lower the price by 100 or find some other way to cut the price just so they can move more units.
Right. Nelson, man, what do you think about both companies just exceeding expectations? Like 5 million plus for Sony, 4 for Microsoft, man, and it's less than 6 months into each console's life cycle. Like the major games have not come out yet for either console, even though Titanfall is going to be with us in the next 10 days. But there haven't been any like AAA blockbuster major titles released for either console yet. Both of them are like doing exceedingly well. What's your take on this?
Well, it could be several reasons. One, it could just be the fact that people are getting prepped up for their, their big game that they're waiting for, so they probably got it as quickly as possible. That could be one reason. Another reason could be is that most within my field of work in the fighting game community, a lot of venues has been buying next gen consoles to keep up with current up to date events. Also, I heard that most military personnel has bought a huge percentage of the consoles. Not only that, but of course Japan itself, which was specifically only waiting for the PS4, and Xbox One has nothing to do with Japan. They just sold like cake. Like that was the only new console that was out there. So, like I said, it could be many different reasons. It could be because of Killer Instinct. It could be because of Titanfall. It could be because of, for the PS4 side of things, it could be because of RPGs, Metal Gear Solid 5, and so forth. It could be so many different reasons. But my opinion is probably people just got it early and just waiting it out for their game to be released, because it's only about like a good handful of titles for both consoles. There's really not much to play. You probably have like 1 or 2 games tops that anyone that might like. And they're just probably getting ready. That's what I did. So.
Well, man, like Newt, man, what do you attribute to the strong start by both companies nearly eclipsing the Wii U within the first 6 months of their life cycle?
I chalk it up to human nature. And the reason I say that is human nature is, wow, it's really funny because your video's behind and your mouth is moving, even though you already said all that stuff. Do y'all see that?
I see it. I can't do anything about it. It's either the internet connection or it's just like the buffer rate is really slow on his end. I have no idea. But we can still hear him normally and in real time, so that's all that matters. So.
Alright, but and when I say human nature, I mean everybody's trendy. Like, whether they like, I'm sorry, I gotta go like Jordan, like retro J's. Like people buy those like crazy. They might not even like Jordans. Some of these people might not even know who Michael Jordan is. That's probably a very small percentage. But because everybody's getting it, they're gonna get it. Like I've even asked some people, or younger, some youth, why do you want this console? Oh, my friend has one. Well, what games do you want? Oh, I want such and such. I'm like, that's on the other console. Oh yeah, I knew that. Like it's very trendy. It's like some people are buying, like Nelson said, pretty much just to keep up. Everybody else has one, so I'm gonna get one. Because there are no, like right now, neither system has a game that I truly want except for Forza. And I bought the game. I bought the limited edition. I have what I want. I'm not itching to play it because I'm still playing the last one on 360. But I think when the prices drop and some more games come out, the sales are going to be, I think we're going to see some record-breaking stuff, and we're going to see some crazy stuff. Like, I think Titanfall is going to sell a lot of consoles, and I think a lot of people are buying them because of Titanfall, man. That looks killer. And I'm debating on whether or not I should get it on 360.
Oof.
Well, I haven't played the beta, and I can talk about Titanfall. I have a feeling that a lot of Call of Duty players are going to be converted. And they're going to leave Call of Duty behind. I really think so.
Well,
because
real quickly to add on to that, a lot of people is going to get Titanfall because one, in the UK they lowered down their bundle for the Xbox One Titanfall console with the game. It's now, what is it, $349.99, which is outrageous.
Well,
in the UK.
$349 $99 and
Huh? I heard nothing but robotic shit from your end. What?
and we from
Oh shit, his video just said Oh shit! I just saw it on the stream. No.
I think Dave, are you back?
Let me get back to what I was saying though. Not only that, but you have, like I said, the most anticipated game coming
Yeah,
out.
I'm back. I can hear y'all.
Huh?
Damn.
What? Yo, you may wanna turn off your camera, turn off your mic, put them back on.
What the heck?
What the fuck is going on? Wait, now I can't hear Newt.
Can you guys hear me? Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Wow, what the heck? I'm not even running anything.
Me either. My computer's on. My 360 not even on.
Oh, I took down my backup server. My connection should be fine.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Alright, okay.
It's a 3, 4.
Alright, is everybody cool now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. Microsoft slashes Xbox price to £400. So I think that's roughly $800. If it's the conversion still 2-to-1.
No, it's about 1.5 to 1 now, so about
But I
600.
know they lowered down their price. I also know that Titanfall is not coming out with no online pass. So that's done. They officially stated that no online pass, no season pass, none of that shit.
Microtransaction.
What else? Also, what I hear that sucks, that the game is only gonna stay 720p. No 1080p upscaling, nothing. Just 720p. Like, it just stays
Well,
alive.
I really
Nice.
don't.
There you go.
I really don't care about that, to be honest. Everybody's like making a big deal, like, oh, some games are 720p, some games are 1080p. Like, I really don't give a shit. As long as it looks good and plays good.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's all to get more on screen, and it's more of a thing for PC gamers, because that's Titanfall's on PC too, right?
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're probably not going to be locked in, but with the higher the resolution, the more shit you can cram on screen. So that's more what it is. You can actually see more, have a better POV, and other things like that.
Yeah, but 720p is definitely fine for the game. I mean, we played the beta on the 720p. No one had a problem with it, so I think it's fine.
Well, another thing that we're gonna move on to some Wii news, some Nintendo news, which we don't do too often on the show, but it is.
You're
Really?
mad blurry, yo. But go ahead.
Yo,
At least he'll stay synced up this way if it's blurry.
I'm classified, yo. But some Nintendo news. Nintendo, the Wii Connect and the Nintendo Connect are going away on the DS and the Nintendo Wii. That means all you DS owners and all you Wii owners, no more online for you. Sorry, but
Sorry. Dang, and I was gonna get a DS and go online and play Street Fighter. Become the #1 Sagat, the pocket got, yo. But what I'm really napping at is sorry.
no, but
That's messed up.
it's
Zooming in on his hat. Go ahead.
it's not the it's not a big thing because this is something that consoles normally do. They cut off services to older consoles when they move on to new consoles.
There, half of
This
your
is
head is cut off, bro.
y'all see me now?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It cut him off. When Connect fails.
When Connect attacks.
Hey, yo, all you saw was his nose moving as he talked.
No, but I can see it fine on my screen, which is weird.
Oh shit! Okay. Alright, continue. I'll be right back. I gotta open the door. Continue.
Alright. Whew, I was distracted by those Wii pajamas that Nelson was wearing, but it reminded me we were on the Wii. But yeah, it's like this is not the biggest deals because consoles, when they move on to the next iteration, they kind of shut off services to their previous generation. So, but I do find it kind of weird that Nintendo is pulling this move because the majority of people, like, their Wii is their number one console right now. It has the most install base, whereas the Wii U only has a little bit under 6 million users right now. So, Newt, man, what do you think about Nintendo making this move?
Out with the old, in with the new. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, man. That's... Okay, so when you say with the DS, you mean like the 3DS, all of it?
No, just the regular DS.
Just the regular DS. Like, 3DS will still have online, and the 2DS will still have online as well. So.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, and this is just a business. This is just the business side of me talking. That's what you do when you want people to upgrade and buy something else. You know what I mean? And they need the money, quite frankly. You know, if you want to sell more 3DSs, you have to make the 3DS more desirable. Like, you can't hold the DS next to each other, the DS and the 3DS next to each other, and say, oh, they're the same, except for this one has 3D and maybe a little extra features. But then when you start throwing around words like Wi-Fi and online play, those are huge factors in this day and age when it comes to gaming. So now it's like if you want to play online, you have to upgrade if you want to go to that next level of gaming. So it's a business move, man. I feel sorry for those old faithful fans, you know, but hey, business.
Like, my question is, like, what happens to all those things that you purchased on the Nintendo store? Like, do they carry over? Like, if you only own a Wii, can you play them offline? Like, do you have to maintain a connection to play them?
Not for the Wii. For none of the Nintendo stuff, you don't have to be online. That's only some of the other stuff like PC and whatnot. With the Wii, Nintendo stuff, once you download it, it's yours. But there was a problem. If your shit gets deleted, the accounts were tied to the unit, not to like a separate account like Xbox. So there were some people who did have problems with losing software.
See that, and that's another thing. Say you delete something now off your Wii and go like, hey, I want to get that back later on down the road. You're pretty much assed out unless you upgrade to a Wii U.
I think they're fixing that. They either have already or they are working on rolling out an account-based system.
Face, yo. Look, man, happy.
Cause I'm happy. Happy.
Oh my god, yo. But no,
but I don't.
We were talking. Oh, go ahead. Oh,
yeah, I don't buy too much off the stores, but for my Nintendo games, I prefer to get the actual hardware. I only download stuff that's download only, like the Phoenix Wright game on 3DS. I primarily buy most of the cartridges or whatever these things are. These guys right here. That's on my 3DS collection right now.
Cartridges.
SD cards.
Yeah, yeah, the cards. They're not cartridges anymore. They have been for years.
All right, now
I don't know. I don't play that stuff, so I don't know. I call them cartridges.
So you're talking about the Wi-Fi for the Nintendo Wii and the 3DS and stuff? Okay,
And we know you're sad because you have on your Nintendo pants. Go ahead.
Sorry to say, but I don't give two shits about Nintendo's Wi-Fi going off. Not to be fucked up, but it's like all Nintendo consoles were mainly focused offline. you had the 64, you had Super Nintendo, you had the GameCube, which was like its ridiculous prime. Then you had the Wii messing up, and then as it went on further with the Wii U and stuff, Wii U just died, like in my opinion, just died. But with the handheld market, you was able to do limited online stuff, and honestly guys, there's ways around it. You guys can get computer software called X-Link Kai. Go to peer-to-peer with that. You can still be on Wi-Fi. You can get on Xbox Connect, which is basically the same exact thing. Or you could get a port that hooks up to an Ethernet, and you guys can still get online. So it's not the end of the fucking world for you guys. So if you want to trade, be like a normal person back in the early 90s, get a link cable, trade your Pokemon, whatever the fuck you guys do, and you'll be good. But other than that, you guys are not losing out on anything. You still keep your games, and you could just go to GameStop like a normal person and just purchase your stuff. If not, then, hey, complain to Nintendo or call Triforce, you know, and just badmouth him. Just do what you gotta do.
Damn, Nelson is just straight up hardcore. Like, I don't give a
I don't. I mean, it's not like I'm being biased or whatever. It's just that Nintendo is still gonna be good to a general audience without having Wi-Fi. The only thing that people will complain is about, oh, I can't play Super Smash Brothers online. Okay, I know a bunch of people that play the shit offline for tournaments. Like, it's not really gonna hurt. Like, it really isn't. So I wouldn't worry about it as much, Nintendo fans. I'm sorry. Get a real console.
I'm sorry, but that's how it is.
You can't get a real console.
But yeah, man, we gonna move on to what other topics that we have going on here. I have to look at my notes here. We have a bit of an issue with the British government spying on people using their webcams. And it has recently come out that they were considering using the Kinect to spy on Xbox 360 and Xbox One owners because they found out that there's a considerable amount of traffic that they think they should be looking into. So this is the United States we're talking about here. This is Britain, and Britain is known for having CCTV cameras pretty much every damn where. You can't go anywhere in England without a CCTV camera looking at you. So keep in mind when you speak about this, this is the context of being England, not the United States. So in England, this is like the norm over there. There's no expectation of privacy just about. So Newt, man, what do you think about this?
That's creepy. That is creepy. Your webcam and your Kinect to spy on you, which means you'll get audio and video.
Yep.
That's just creepy. I mean, I don't know what triggered this or what made them say, hey, we need to be looking at this traffic. Hope you find what you're looking for, and I hope you prevent, any bad stuff from happening. But for the average user, I wouldn't be able to use those kind of things anymore. That's just creepy. I don't like that kind of stuff.
I do think it's creepy as well, but in England, this has been like the norm for quite a while that the government has been doing this kind of thing. It's recently come to light that the NSA has been spying on its citizens over here in the United States, but in England, it's quite the norm. So on your knees, man, what do you think about this revelation that they've been like capturing Yahoo accounts to capture webcam information? And they strongly consider using the Kinect to capture webcam information as well.
It's not a big surprise, and you got to keep in mind too. The NSA was helping out the British spy agency, so it does involve the United States in some way. And for all we know, they're already still doing it. At least with the Yahoo accounts, where they didn't capture allegedly didn't capture the audio, and they were only capturing like one picture every 5 minutes. Because of all the amount of data they would have to store if they did, and accepting that much data would be, quite noticeable probably on both ends that the audio picture is bad what's going on here. But in terms of what's happening, it's not surprising considering the latest revelations from Snowden. This is actually another Snowden link that this came out with. Just more of that government spying nonsense. So, they're going to do what they want to do. And at this point, there's nothing really you can bother to do about it except try to live off the grid. As a matter of fact, especially in somewhere like England, you just got to deal with it or get the fuck out. That's essentially what it's going to go down to.
High price of freedom, or is it acceptable? You have to decide.
It's pretty much what it is. And nothing's going to change, especially now that it's already happening. Good luck getting rid of it.
And just a thought, for the British spy agency MI6 to capture the Connect information, they actually have to go through Microsoft to do that. They have to get their permission to do that. So if Microsoft...
They don't necessarily need their permission. They just have to get access. Just like I think someone in leaks claimed that there's backdoors in Yahoo, Google, there's backdoors everywhere that they're using to get this information. The tech companies are probably saying they don't give them the backdoors, but who knows what happens behind the scenes. There's even that one email company that shut down instead of giving into government demands for their security keys, so that they would get full access to everyone's email on their servers. So that's the kind of shit that goes on. Even though the companies publicly say one thing, there's shit going on in the background we don't know about.
Right. I remember the email company you're talking about. It was essentially an email company that guaranteed 100% secure email.
Mm-hmm.
And they went and caved to the British or the...
Well, no, they shut down instead of caving in, is what happened.
Right. They went and caved to the British or the United States government under Bush and Obama to grant them access. So, Nelson, what do you think about this? Is this too high of a cost for freedom, or this is what you should expect going forward?
His faces, yo.
It's like a...
He don't even have a response. Look at him.
You gotta give him the mad face.
It's like a double-edged sword in a sense. I'm trying to come up with a fucking response. It's like a double-edged sword. It supports certain people with freedom so they won't get into trouble that in their eyes, whatever, the UK government thinks is safety precautions and stuff like that. And with the danger side of it, you can just be invading people's personal privacy just because. How would you know if they can see through your webcam while your computer is off? Same thing with the Connect. You really don't know. You don't know anything that's going on behind the scenes. I mean, I have a viewer that's in the chat right now talking about how this has been going on for a long time now in the UK. And they have a lot of CCTVs implemented almost everywhere in the UK to watch people at random times. So for them to start doing this whole invasion of privacy with the Connect and doing it through Yahoo Messenger and stuff like that, one, thank God I don't have Yahoo Messenger. That's just bullshit. And two, I'm going to have to start fucking taking off my Connect now and my webcam if it's going to get that damn serious. I don't want people invading my privacy. I already know the government already got my phone. That I know. Because you can hear the fucking sounds when they tap in the line. I ain't that stupid. I mean, shit, don't see what I'm doing. What happened if I have, a person over the house and they catch me doing the nasty? What the fuck is that? I don't want them seeing that. That's disgusting, But some people say it's a safety precaution. Some people say it's an invasion of privacy. It's 50-50 in a sense, but I'm not up for it at all. I think that's just, no, that's not happening. You should have no right to be in my household looking at my wall scroll on my fucked up little gangster chair that I have over here, or seeing whatever the hell I'm doing around my goddamn room. I don't condone that, but
yeah, you can have some dude up in the control saying, "Look at this Spanish dude fucking," and they're like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
He be like, "Tasty."
You know what? You're ruining Candy Crush for me.
You playing Candy Crush?
I was. I ran out of lives, so now I gotta wait.
You better invite some more Facebook friends.
Nah, I don't see. I'm not doing all that because it takes over your Facebook account. Like I've actually had to delete people because every 5 minutes, such and such wants you to play Candy Crush. Such and such wants you to play Farm Hero. Such and such wants you to play
I blocked.
Garden City something. I'm like, oh yeah.
Such and such wants you to send them a life for candy.
Nah, I blocked all notifications on Facebook. I don't even get that. That's done. That's like spam to me. So if they want to send that shit.
Like, I have a life.
All
I
right,
play the game.
trying to steer this back on topic.
Yeah,
All right,
that was real cheesy.
I know. That's why I did it. But we gonna move on to the next topic, and that's the March update for the Xbox One, which I am in the beta for. So
Lucky fuck.
Well, I don't have an Xbox One, so I'm just gonna leave.
Just got up and left. Oh shit. Okay.
No, but I'm in the beta for the March update, and what it includes is the Twitch TV broadcasting capability. It includes the refined friends list UI.
Playing music, washing dishes.
And my phone started ringing.
New
Pause.
when you leave, we can still hear you, man. We
All I
heard
did
you
was-
washing them dishes, bro.
I had to put some water in that bowl, yo. Had that greasy hibachi.
Yeah, but getting back to the topic on hand, the new Friends UI is bringing it closer in line to what the Xbox 360 is, and I find it more enjoyable to use because the party chat is on by default. You don't automatically get a game invite to the party leader's game, which I found kind of annoying. And it differentiates what games, like if people in the same party are playing the same game, it'll put them separate from people who are not playing the same game, who happen to be in the party. So that's always good. It also brings back the recent players list, which I like. So, Nelson, man, what do you think about this going down?
One, I'm happy about the new features for the March update that some people did get. That some people did get. One of the main things that I like about it is the recent players. Now, this is just me. You guys want to attack me, that's fine. I am glad that the recent players option is back, because now when y'all motherfuckers rage quit on me, I'ma find you. I'ma send you a message. I'ma make sure your ass sees that message. Moving on now. Also, they made the party chat system a lot easier, so you don't instantly have to go turn on the game chat button and stuff like that. It's on by default. That's great. It saves you a lot of time. Also, it doesn't automatically invite you to the party leader's game that's currently in progress. That's another good thing. I like that. Also, they added another feature here where they created more stability for the Xbox One controllers, especially for Titanfall, which is coming out on the 11th of March. Let's see. Apparently, also they're releasing the Twitch app, which some people did get early access to. Apparently, this version of Twitch is way better on the Xbox One than it is on the PS4. PS4 is limited by only showing full screen, showing the caster and the mic, and showing the chat on the bottom, which you can't control whatsoever. Now, with the Xbox One, you're able to literally voice command to start your broadcast. That's one. It's chat enabled. You'll actually see like the user's name being like encoded and stuff like that. You'll also see the emojis, the emoticons that you normally get if you was to be subscribed or if you was to type it in. Also, the viewers in the chat can send the broadcaster party invites to games now, and vice versa. So that makes it more, like viewer content for the stream. Also, let's see. Also, you can have the ability to archive your broadcast, which the PS4 cannot do. You're also able to set up notifications, so when someone does stream or whatever, you'll get it on your Xbox One now, like it'll pop up, like it would normally will when you get a message or like a game invite and stuff like that. And also, they have enforced the Xbox Live policy when the app officially launches on March 11th, meaning that if people go way too hard streaming inappropriate content and such, they will be banned permanently. There's no 1 month, 1 day ban. No, it's a permanent ban. It's done. Like you violated the policy. It's over for that. And also, you're able to do what was it? Oh, you're also able to control your volume up gestures now. So instead of it going up 3 notches, you can put it up to like 99 or whatever the hell you feel like you want to do and stuff like that. So apparently this update is actually going above and beyond to comparing to what Sony is doing, where they took almost about 6 years to do what the Xbox 360 already has done on the new next gen, and that's kind of sad. So,
like, one thing I want to commend Microsoft for, I may sound like a stick in the mud, but I'm glad they're doing that one and done policy, because Twitch actually banned streams of the PlayStation 4's Playroom app.
Yes, they have.
Because you have no idea what people are going to do on there. And since it's a part of the system, they were like, yo, if you broadcast the Playroom, you're done. Like, you can't do that. So,
I mean, you could broadcast it, don't get me wrong, but it has to be gaming related. That's what it is. Like, if people do stream, like, you have to either play with the little silver, shiny motherfuckers or whatever, and talk about gaming content as a whole, like a podcast. If you're doing anything else remotely that's not dealing with gaming, you're instantly done. Because, of course, if you've seen on CNN, on their website, they caught 2 people having sex during the Playroom, and you see, like, the little silver critters going right on top of them and shit. So, I'm like, god damn. Like, that's a little bit overboard, you know?
So, Newt, man, what do you think, man? What do you think about this Twitch finally coming to the Xbox One? I know you don't have one yet, but...
No comment. It's like, I'm glad it's there, and I hope it's fully functional. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope I enjoy it when I get my Xbox One.
Alright, on your knees, what do you think about the Twitch functionality on Xbox One as compared to the functionality it has on the PlayStation 4 and the PC for that matter?
Well, the PC, you know, that's where it all started, but I don't have a PS4 or an Xbox One, so I really don't have too much to add. But from what I can read about this update, this is shit that should have already been in the launch, but it's just another sign that the launch was rushed in order to match up with Sony. But, you know, they finally fixed it, and the console hasn't been out too long, so I guess that's a win for the Xbox owners. And it has HD audio support, so for those people who have those surround sound systems or headsets and whatnot, that's another bonus for you.
Alright, moving on, we're gonna kind of veer off to some wrestling, because it seems like one of my favorite wrestlers may be really done with the WWE. That's Mr. Phillip Brooks, also known as CM Punk, may truly be done. Like, Raw is coming to his hometown this coming Monday, and there's wide circulation that he's not going to be there. And with WrestleMania a month away, and a top wrestler not going to be at a show in his hometown, that pretty much means that he pretty much told the WWE, fuck you and kick rocks. So, Newt, man, what do you think?
I don't care.
He said, I don't care. He gave up. Oh, shit. He said he doesn't care. I care. I care about losing wrestlers and stuff, and, well, not Vince McMahon. He go fuck himself, but CM Punk, I heard, is out.
I don't care.
I heard Rey Mysterio was done too. What's up with that? I heard Rey Mysterio was done. I heard he was injury prone. How's that? And then also you have Hulk Hogan coming back, and you also have Undertaker fighting Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. What the hell is this? What the fuck? I don't know.
I feel you, man. It's like, this WrestleMania is shaping up to be so bad. And on your knees, man, what do you think about CM Punk being gone along with how WrestleMania is shaping up to be? Because CM Punk is gone, You're gonna have Old Man Taker fighting Brock Lesnar. Main event that nobody wants to see, and Bautista versus Randy Orton. The only match that's probably going to be good on the whole card is the Shield versus the Wyatts and Triple H versus Daniel Bryan. That's
I haven't been following wrestling for quite a few years. When they bring back the Attitude Era, maybe I can get back into it. But I did. Jim Ross did do an interview this week on Opie and Anthony, and I think he did confirm CM Punk's done on there, even though he's been done with WWE after that whole debacle on Twitch with Ric Flair after his son died. But he also told a hilarious story about Vince McMahon sharding. Then they had a filmless scene around not showing the shit stain on his hands.
wow. Alright.
Yeah. He tried to get out a stinker, and he shit his pants, and he went on air with it sticking on his pants.
What? Woo!
YouTube. Hold on, I have it loaded up. You got a YouTube. Jim Ross says Vince McMahon sharded. SHARTED. It'll come up on YouTube. It's a 5-minute clip. You should check that out. It's hilarious.
But
I'm gonna watch it after this podcast. I'm probably gonna
I
watch.
ordered the WWE Network, and
Yeah, they probably have that fight. They didn't say which match it was. It was probably during the Attitude Era. I don't remember when he said it was, but yeah, it was a rather hilarious tale of how crazy Vince is.
like I ordered the WWE Network, and I paid my $60 to get the 6 months in advance. So it's like I'll get WrestleMania, but I don't know if I want to watch it. Like, it's just not that appealing to me. But I will say that the WWE Network has a lot of stuff. So if the Attitude Era is your thing, you can pretty much watch every Raw and every SmackDown from the Attitude Era in order, in case you missed any of them. But man, that's just crazy. And man, WrestleMania is going to be depressing this year. It's going to be the worst WrestleMania since WrestleMania 11. I'm going on record in saying that.
God damn.
Which one was 11?
It wasn't the one with Shawn Michaels and HBK. It was the one with Diesel taking on Shawn Michaels. It was the one that it was just WrestleMania 11 was just so bad.
Let me see who was fighting.
I don't
trying
even
to see the
remember
card
that.
here.
That was before my time. I don't remember that shit.
What
I
the
remember.
hell?
I remember WrestleMania from 14 and on. What the fuck I remember that shit from? I don't remember anything before that.
WrestleMania 11 was just so bad.
Oh, that was before Bret Hart left. Okay, he beat Bob Backlund in that one.
Yeah.
Bob Backlund still wrestling then? All right. That was an I Quit match with Roddy Piper as a referee.
God damn.
Yeah, that tells you how bad that WrestleMania was.
That shit was
Man,
just retarded.
Before we get on out of here, man, do you guys have anything else you want to get off your chest?
Before we do get up out of here, how about any of you guys are up to date with any current of MMA? We'd like to talk about that. Anything related to MMA or boxing?
With MMA, Rampage Jackson just won last night. He advances in the tournament of the Bellator tournament, the light heavyweight tournament, and him and Silly Mo are gonna fight. King Mo the Wall, for people who don't know who Silly Mo is, but that's one to look out for. Ronda Rousey beat McCain
Easily.
on. Dude, that was the serious knee shot, like, bow.
Yo, Rousey ain't no joke. And they're saying they want Rousey to fight Cyborg, but Dana White's not too keen on that because Cyborg just has to come in and, fight her way up. And then they're in 2 different weight classes. So, 2 very different weight classes. I think Cyborg is like 2 or 3 classes above her, isn't she?
No, Cyborg is 145 and Rousey is 135. But Cyborg, it's not like he would be losing fat like Daniel Cormier did to get down a weight class. Cyborg is pure muscle. She would have to lose 10 pounds of pure muscle to get down to 135, and losing muscle is a lot harder than losing fat. And what else? Oh, big thing. Nevada, as well as Brazil, those athletic commissions have banned TRT. So those fighters that were getting the TRT fuel, and for those who don't know what TRT means, that means testosterone replacement therapy. You're either on that because you abused steroids in the past and your testosterone is low, or you're an old ass motherfucker and your testosterone is low. Either way, Nevada has banned it effectively, and Nevada being one of the leading athletic commissions out there, expect the other states to follow suit. And what this means is like people like Dan Henderson and Vitor Belfort and even Chael Sonnen, no more TRT for you. That means you have to fight on your own steam now. Like if you're old, set being old. Like if you can't keep up with the young bucks, it's time to retire. If you abuse steroids in the past and your body's no longer producing testosterone, oh well, that's your fault. Fight what you got. So, Newt, man, what do you think about this? All this stuff in MMA.
With TRT, I've heard some controversial things. Some people say it's an enhancement. Some people say it's really not. There's no proven performance gain or anything. I don't know, because I know a boxer got in trouble for it, but even the doctor signed off and said it's not performance enhancing. It's just giving him something that he would normally have if he was just a normal functioning guy. And the boxer wasn't on steroids or anything like that.
No, but that's the thing.
And he wasn't old either.
Like, but that's the thing. Like, say I'm in my 40s.
Mm-hmm.
I should not have the testosterone levels of someone half my age. Because as you get older, for a guy, as you get older, once you hit 35, your testosterone levels naturally decline. So you're not going to be able to recover from injury as fast. You're not going to be able to gain muscle as fast. Your stamina, as a result, is going to take a dip. So I don't think that's fair that you should have the stamina of someone who's half your age because you got an exception from a doctor and got a needle injection. That's not fair in my opinion.
Okay, well, I was just going by what I've heard, but hey, if that helps level the playing field, so be it.
Yeah, my understanding of it was that it is legitimate therapy, but a lot of guys overdose on the stuff or take way more than they should, so their testosterone levels are higher than what they should be. Mm-hmm. That's my understanding of what's been happening with it. And I'm even reading here, Dana White's all behind the ban, so this is something he's probably been looking for a while, just to get rid of any confusion or whatever else is going on with that.
Nelson, man, what do you think about TRT being banned? Ronda Rousey crushing it again. Rampage beating up Cans and Bellator. What do you think about all this?
Well, for the whole TRT thing, I think it's good that it is being banned because it actually gives it like an even playing field. Like you said, why the fuck would a man in his 50s or even late 40s be having some amped up testosterone of a fucking 25-year-old man? Like, that's ridiculous. You shouldn't be able to implement that in no sport, like, period. Whether if it's like a normal thing or whatever, fine. You could do the operation, that's fine, but don't do it in any type of physical sport. Just leave it out. As of Rampage Jackson and the matches and whatnot, I haven't been keeping up with UFC in a long time, so like, I'm still kind of like, what the fuck? But that whole thing about the TRT thing, they definitely need to get that out because at one point it could have been implemented in the NFL, the NHL, and also in the NBA. So, permanent ban, even playing field, you can gap your age ranges and it'll be fair on all accounts.
I feel you, man. So now we're going to get into some individual stuff that people may want to say. So, Newt, man, what's going down with you, brother, besides Candy Crush?
Don't judge me. Nothing, man. Chilling. Got to do some computer repairs. As you know, I think it was the last podcast we did. I got the blue screen of death in the middle of the podcast randomly. Gonna update my computer. Just got an opportunity to help produce some tracks on the music side, so I guess I gotta dust off my old producing skills. Still gonna have some new tracks coming for you soon. Don't worry, they're coming. And conti-
Man,
sorry. Um, continue watching, continue supporting. We love you guys. Nuke1949 is my tag on Xbox Live. You want to holler at me? I'm currently indulging in Saints Row IV, Battlefield 4, and the new Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Hopefully, if I dig into it, I can give you like a midway or an over.
Oh boy, that game failed to live up to expectations.
Overview. You know what? For him to say, I haven't played it yet. I bought it when it came out. I didn't play it yet.
Actually, I can tell you how many hours I have. There's parts where it's good, and other parts it's just like, the number one complaint so far, and I agree with it. What the fuck are there stealth sections in a Castlevania?
Yeah, I've read that.
Especially
A lot of
when you're playing
reviews the reviews are really slamming it, but like a lot of the I was talking to Shin, Takuma, and Alex, they're like in love with it. And you know what? Sometimes if you bypass the reviews and you just play a game for what it is without doing a comparison to the old thing or without saying, oh, it's not true to the series, that stuff matters. But sometimes you can just have fun with a good old-fashioned, just good bloody game. And I just, playing the demo for me was enough. Like, it was fun, and I just want to play it. But I don't know the lineage and the story of Castlevania, so I could see why you would probably be more upset than I would be.
Yeah, it's not bad to the point where it's unplayable. I'm still going to get my money's worth because I did buy it up front. It was cool enough on Steam. You could get it 10% off if you pre-ordered. So I got it for $54 instead of $60. One of the good things about Steam, always catch the sales. So I got 7 hours in. There's parts where I want to play. Other times I'm not. I'm into the ESO beta this weekend, but that game's another disappointment. But right now, it's there are parts where just like it shouldn't be in there, and even there was a post on NeoGAF where essentially the problem was one of the directors at Mercury Steam was a total fuckwad. Everyone hates this guy. It's one of his my ways or the highways. His ego blew up after the last game, and Konami had no handle on this whatsoever. That's why it turned out the way it did. They did exactly what Sega did with Colonial Marines, where they just handed it off. They did good on the first one. They thought they did good on this one, and you see the reviews. Even though some of the reviews are unfair, there was one that killed it. That got a 4 out of 10. Just the main complaint, the main thing they talked about in the articles was the artwork, and it's just like, come on now, that really doesn't matter. But it's one of those games where if you're a fan of the series, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a little more than if you're just getting into it. But wait for the discount bin. You're still gonna get your value out of it.
All right, good deal. Anything else going on with you, Nelson, man? What's going down, brother?
Just basically, as what Noop was saying, we're still, getting the idea of having more viewers and more content being implemented onto the stream, which we're on now, on our YouTube channel. If you guys already have subscribed or not, please do so. I'm in the works of tomorrow. I was just on a phone call not long ago before this podcast started about getting some new equipment, being help from the stream of your guys' donations. I really do appreciate that. All of that is being implemented towards the company's goal to make it much more stronger and much more better quality for you guys, and more content for games and future stuff like that. So that is all being implemented. Hopefully tomorrow we can see the massive upgrade. I'm not like 100% guarantee it will be tomorrow, but sometime during the coming week you're going to see a definite change in everything as of the YouTube and also on Twitch. So thank you for the support. Keep it up. The help is very welcome for you guys, and we're definitely going to give back to you once we get our stuff underway.
And Nelson is growing his hair out.
Yes, I'm growing my hair back out. Yes.
Yo, he's undergoing his Chris G transformation, folks.
He said Chris G. Oh,
nah, but seriously, yo, just subscribe to the channel. Also, D-Man Plays is back. I put up some new content on my channel. You can see me sucking at rival schools united by a fate on my channel.
Oh man, I love that game. How can I get that? We'll talk after the
It's on-
podcast.
It's on MAME that I played it on.
You know on my computer.
Yeah, man, that's
You
why
get a
I
new
recommend you
computer?
get that stuff that I told you to. But yeah, man, D-Man Plays is back. So if you got any games that you want to see me play on the classic side, I'll gladly play them for you. And if I suck at them, don't hold it against me. But I'll play them, upload them for you, and just keep the requests coming. Keep supporting. And as always, man, to our main dude out there in Afghanistan, Alex Lexus, stay safe, keep your head down. 2 more months, brother, coming back home to us. So be safe, man.
And send me that Xbox One. You ain't playing it.
You know he's gonna play. He's like, he even said it on Facebook. He's like, oh, I can't wait till I get home. I'm gonna put massive amount of time into Killer Instinct and blah blah blah. Like, he's going in right now. He's just stacking up all his games and all his shit. So when he comes to fuck home, he's gonna have a fucking field day with that shit.
He's gonna disappear for 3 months and come out whiter.
Yeah, word.
He gonna come back home, lock himself in his room, yo. Next time we see Alex, he's gonna have like a full-grown beard and his afro growing out, which is gonna be an amazing thing because he's bald.
God damn.
I was gonna go with a half room, but I guess you beat me to.
I'll cut my video off, yo. I'm done.
Yo, with that, we're out of here. This is the New Fighting Order podcast for March 1st, 2014. We are out. Peace.
Peace. Thank you guys for watching. I will be streaming later on today, so stay tuned for that.
I just sent the link for the Jim Ross to you guys that I talked about earlier in this chat window.
Okay.
I'm on the Xbox, so you gotta send it to AIM.
Okay, I'll send